Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Wednesday, February 20th, 2018, the last day of February. And March, tomorrow, is going to start to come in like a very angry lion. So definitely get ready for a major coastal storm impacting the region for the end of the week as we kick off March in a rather unpleasant way. Temperatures this morning range from the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s in your suburbs, and mid 40s along the coast and in your urban areas. Winds are starting to develop out of the southwest around 5 to 15 miles per hour as high pressure starts to shift off the coast. When we take a look at the surface map, here's our high pressure system moving out, and here is our area of low pressure that is starting to get its act together. Now, this low pressure system and another little short wave over here in the northern plains are going to start to interact. And when they start to get their act together, we are looking at a very impressive storm that will track through the Ohio River Valley, redevelop off the New Jersey coast on Friday morning, and just completely bomb out off the New Jersey coast into the south of Long Island, producing very heavy rain, strong winds, coastal flooding along the coast. And for those of you in the higher elevations, especially around the Poconos, well, it looks like we're going to be dealing with some rain changing over to heavy wet snow, that type of cement snow that is very hard to shovel. So definitely use caution when shoveling, especially in northeastern Pennsylvania, far northwestern New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley. It is going to be one of those type of snowfalls that's going to be very slushy, very heavy, very wet, but also will likely melt pretty quickly as well. On the radar right now, we're pretty much high and dry with no precipitation on the way. On the infrared satellite picture, you can see our storm starting to get itself organized. Here's our polar shortwave back here, and here's our Pacific shortwave. Now, the dominant shortwave is going to be this one. So that basically means we're going to see a storm track cut through the plains towards the Ohio River Valley, while we have a secondary low tracking through the Tennessee River Valley and heading towards the mid-Atlantic. Now, this low pressure system will start to collapse. This low pressure system will take over, and then it will jump towards the coast and really just pummel the coastline with very heavy rainfall, strong winds. We're talking about wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. Look for the potential for power outages, very poor visibility. It's just going to be a nasty day on Friday with very heavy rainfall and poor visibility. Again, as you head towards the interior, as that cold air works in, you're going to see that rain changing over to snow, and that snow being heavy and wet as well. So let's take a look at the overall forecast I have in place here. Along the coast, we're looking at heavy rain, anywhere from 1 to 3 inches of rain expected. Wind gusts over 40 miles per hour. Now, here's the big deal. Coastal flooding. Coastal flooding will be anywhere from 2 to 4 feet right here, okay? Isolated areas, possibly up to 6 feet, depending on how the waters move into the inner bays and whatnot. Beach erosion is going to be a significant problem, especially along the New Jersey coast and on the south shore of Long Island, as strong northeasterly winds take hold, ranging anywhere from 15 to 30 miles per hour sustained and gusts over 40 miles per hour. As you move a little bit north and west, most of this is going to be rainfall, but it's going to end as some snow. Now again, this is going to be elevation dependent, but for the most part, we're looking at anywhere from a trace to an inch of snow, not a major snow impact. So locations like Philadelphia, you might actually record a trace of snow at the very end on Saturday morning as the precipitation is moving out. And by Saturday morning, I mean like 2 to 4 a.m., somewhere in that ballpark. So by the time you wake up on Saturday morning with temperatures rebounding in the 40s, a lot of that is going to be melted away anyway. So we're not going to see any significant impacts from winter weather here, but I can't rule out a little bit of snow mixing in with this heavy rainfall as the storm moves through. Here is where we have the elevation dependent snowfall, okay? So you're going to start off as rain tomorrow afternoon and evening. In fact, all the way up through Friday morning, you're going to remain rain. Once this low pressure system starts to bomb out to the south of Long Island, then cold air is pulled in and also lifting is enhanced to produce more cold air. So as a result, you're going to see that snow level drop through the elevation. So below 700 feet, we're looking at pretty much the same situation as what we're seeing here around Lancaster. Okay, so Allentown, maybe a trace to an inch of snow. However, as you go to 700 to 1,000 feet, that changeover from rain to snow is going to be faster. Looking at anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snow. Roadways are still going to be featuring Roadways are still going to be featuring mostly wet roadways, especially if they're treated, but definitely use some caution as there will be some slick locations. Then above 1,000 feet, this is where you're going to have the cold air really build in. Your surface temperatures are going to be below freezing in the upper 20s to lower 30s, so you can have accumulation on roadways and on cold surfaces. Looking at anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow, and then possibly as much as a foot of snow as you move to the north of this forecast area, let's say towards the Catskills. Anywhere from possibly as much as 12 inches of snow will be possible in those locations because the cold air works in faster and you have a lot of different dynamics involved. So that is pretty much what we're going to be dealing with this storm. The biggest concern for the region, in my opinion, is going to be the coastal flooding. It's going to lead to some washed out roadways, impacts on housing. So definitely use some caution there, and do not be surprised region-wide if we see some power outages being a concern. Impact time, we're starting 4 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to start seeing some scattered showers, and that's going to continue on through 4 a.m. Saturday. Worst impacts basically from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday as that storm is bombing out right off the coast. So let's look at the rest of the forecast for today. Look for scattered cloud cover to increasing clouds towards the evening. Look for temperatures to rise into the upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast and mid to upper 50s everywhere else. For tonight, look for overcast cloud cover, winds coming in from the southeast. Temperatures will fall into the upper 30s to lower 40s. For tomorrow afternoon, look for rain developing towards the afternoon evening hours, becoming heavy at times. Look for winds from the east around 10 to 20 miles per hour, increasing to 15 to 25 miles per hour in the evening. Temperatures will rise into the mid to upper 50s throughout the region. So you can see we already have very warm air in place, so everyone's going to start off as rain. On Friday, our area low pressure bombs off the coast and rapidly intensifies. Looks for rain along the coast. That rain to snow over the interior as discussed. Very windy conditions. Winds sustained backing from northeast to northwest at 15 to 30 miles per hour with gusts over 40 miles per hour. Look for temperatures not really going much anywhere. Over the interior, look for lows in the lower to mid 30s, highs in the mid to upper 30s. Along the coast, lows in the upper 30s to lower 40s, highs in the lower to mid 40s. So it's just going to be a wet, raw, disgusting day. On Saturday, a few lingering rain and snow showers in the early morning hours, followed by clearing skies the rest of the day. Still windy. Notice how the pressure gradient is still pretty tight here. So you're going to have a northwesterly wind around 15 to 25 miles per hour, decreasing to 10 to 20 miles per hour, with gusts over 30 miles per hour at times. Temperatures on Saturday range from the mid to upper 30s for lows and mid to upper 40s for highs. On Sunday, high pressure will be in control with scattered cloud cover. Lows in the upper 20s to lower 30s, highs in the mid 40s. On Monday, scattered cloud cover is expected with high pressure in place. Lows, though, in the lower to mid 20s, could even be a few upper teens in the interior. High temperatures in the lower to mid 40s. On Tuesday, a warm front will approach the region. Look for increasing clouds. Lows in the mid 20s, highs in the mid to upper 40s. And on Wednesday, an area low pressure moved through with periods of rain expected. Look for lows in the upper 30s to lower 40s, highs in the upper 40s to lower 50s. That is your forecast discussion for today. Thank you for following NYNJPA Weather, and as always, stay safe out there.